Hey everyone, Emma here. I hope you're all well. I am just making another quick video to show you how I create these lovely paint splash backgrounds in my Bible. I am somebody who doesn't like to cover up the text in my Bible because I like to be able to make sure I can read the words, and creating these backgrounds is a really nice way to make them look pretty, but also it's really good because you can still see the text through what you put down. So it's really easy and really quick to do, and then hopefully you'll enjoy watching a bit longer and watching me finish off the design I am creating. I am creating the design for Psalm 105 verse 2, and it's sing to him, sing praises to him, tell of all his wonderful acts. It's one of our verses from a walk through the Psalms that we've been doing this month. So what I'm going to do to demonstrate how I do this background, I am doing it on the other side. I did this page first so you could see what it's like, but I want both pages to be the same. So what I do first is obviously I prep my page with some gesso. Obviously I use clear gesso, and I prefer to use the Diana Wakely one. I mean, there's many different sorts out there, so it's up to you what you use, and I just apply it with a paintbrush and dry it with my hairdryer. I have done a little video you can check out for this, so have a look for it if you're not sure how to gesso your pages. Right, so obviously once my page is gessoed, what I then do is I will add it back in my little sheet there, and I will cover this side up. Well, I wouldn't do normally if I'm doing both pages, but if I just want to do the one page, I will cover this page up so it doesn't get any splatters on it with a tea towel, like so. Make sure that's in there, and obviously this is just there to protect the page edges there, and just tuck it in so it doesn't move. Right, so to create the background, I am just simply going to use some watercoloured paints, and I have just brought the cheapest watercoloured paints I could find. These cost me £1.49p from Home Bargain Store here, and I'm assuming Dollar Tree or something like that in the US will have the same sort of shop and water paints. I can't afford expensive stuff, so I do use the cheapest things I can find, and I found these have been perfectly fine. So obviously then what you need is, depending on what colours you want to use, I'm using 4 different colours, so I've got 4 different paint brushes. So what you do is simply, very simple, we've all done this, and we mostly enjoyed doing it loads as when we were children, is just make the paint really, really wet, like so, and enjoy just having a good splash on your page like so. And then what I do is I take some tissue and I dab at it like so, and then this takes off some of the paint that you can still see your text, as you can see. So let's choose another colour. I think I'm going for green, so make it nice and wet, and then again just a nice good splash on your page, and again give it a nice dab like so. And then I'm going to have some nice blue. Obviously I'm choosing these colours for a reason, because they're going with the colour scheme I want to do for the design, but obviously you can choose any colours you want, like so. Again, give it a good dab. And as you can see, as you do this and go along, it makes a really nice effect in your Bible, gives you a really, really nice background, but it's giving you a really nice background that you can still see the text to read it, if you're like me and you like to be able to still see the words. There we go. So I think that is about it, and that is all done. I'm happy with that. There we go. And obviously it doesn't make your page too wet, so it doesn't take long to dry either. So let me move the paints out the way now so I don't cover myself, and hopefully you can see the lovely effect we've got there from just simply using some cheap watercoloured paint and having a nice little splash with them over the page using a paintbrush. So hopefully can you see everybody? And that's brilliant, and you can still see the text through it, like I say, if you're like me and you like to still be able to see the text. So now I'm going to finish off the design I want to do on this page to show you the full effect. Hopefully you'll stay with me and watch this. I am using some big intensity pens, and now you can see why I chose the colours that I chose, because they come in those 4 colours. And as you know, if you obviously follow me in our Blessed Forward community Bible journaling group on Facebook, you will know I'm not the best drawer. So I design my designs on the computer and I trace them in. So that's what I'm going to do with this design, and there's nothing wrong with tracing. So I'm not ashamed that I trace. So I will just paperclip that in, and then I will bring this light box over here. I've had to unplug it a minute because the lead was twisted, so hopefully it will brighten up again. I've got my little light box. I place my design on and I will have a little trace. So I think I'll start with the pink, and hopefully I will just do a little bit of it so it gives you an idea of what I'm doing and how it's going to look with the paint splash background. So, and I think we'll have blue. I absolutely love these colours. These colours are my favourite. And these pens are really good too. I mean, I got these pens as well. I think they cost me £1 from Home Bargains. So that wasn't an expensive price either, which was great. There we go. See, I'm trying to be quick for the video for you, so you're not hanging around too long. So what I might do is, I might just do a couple of more bits and hopefully it will give you an idea. There we go. So for this design, I'm actually not going to colour in the words and the letters, in case you're wondering, because I just want to have the paint splash background come through for them. I have a feeling I might have to colour them in, because sometimes these pens do run a little bit, as you can see, so I might actually colour that in. So what I will do is I will move this away a minute so I can see how it's coming along, and yes, I think I will colour that in like so. I think I will leave the musical notes like that because I quite like it like that. I think it looks pretty. just colour them in roughly. I mean, obviously normally when I do this I do take my time a bit more. Obviously I'm aware that I'm videoing this and I don't want to keep you sat for too long. There we go. So actually I'm quite happy colouring that in. Actually it makes it quite nice, doesn't it? Makes it stand out nice. And I quite like the rough colouring. I think it gives it a bit of character. Yes, I'm really happy with that, so let me carry on. And I will just bring back my light, so excuse me while I pop that back under, like so. And I think I will use some green. And I'm going to use pink. For both of the musical notes. So like in my last video, as you can see, you know, there's nothing wrong with tracing your designs into your Bible. I do it all the time because, as I'm always saying, it's not about being the best artist when it comes to Bible journaling. It is about us spending time with God and in His Word. And obviously when we spend our time doing this, we're connecting with Him and learning about Him and letting Him show us what He wants to speak to us about through His Word. So this is nearly done now. I think we will have pink. Quite like some pink. There we are. Da, 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 da. Think we'll have purple. Oh, I'll not sing too loud for you because my singing is not the best. And finally, some green. And we are all done. I'll just write what psalm it is. I've done Psalm 105, verse 2, which is one of our psalms from our reading plan, A Walk Through the Psalms. So I think I've just accidentally smudged it there. Never mind, be okay. But yes, so let's move this light out the way and rebalance it. And hopefully, there, you can see my finished design. As you can see, it was really easy to make it look really pretty, really nice, and you know, hopefully people will be encouraged to have a go themselves. Thank you for watching. Bye.